Hey Greens, welcome to my channel. I just dropped my daughter off at school, her first day of school during COVID, so kind of excited. Not excited about that, but I was just thinking about some stuff, and I ain't got no makeup on or nothing, so excuse me. But I just want to talk to you just about when you don't know your worth. The foolery, I'm making up words here. The foolery that you'll accept and that you'll put up with. And I'm not gonna look at you because I ain't about to get no car accident, okay? I'm not doing that. But the foolery that you will allow and not even realize it when you don't know your worth. And I was just thinking about, I'm going through a divorce. Mother of 7 children. And when I met my now husband, soon to be ex-husband, I met him in church. He was a sound guy at church. I was, newly in the Lord, kind of new in the Lord still. I've been saved for a little while, but, still baby, young still. Really still hurting and healing from a past relationship. I thought I was healed, but I don't think I was, because if I was, then I don't think I would have allowed, and I would have known my value, and I would have not have settled. So young lady, about 26 when I started going to that church, and I seen him. I wasn't attracted to him. He was older. My husband is about 18 years older than me. I know it sounds gross now thinking about it, but and so just fast forward. Not even talking about all the details right now, but just getting into thinking about. I bought my own engagement ring. I paid for my home wedding. The foolery, I know. So, Crystal, what were you thinking? Sometimes you just gotta slap yourself. The foolery of it all. I paid for my honeymoon, a week-long honeymoon by the beach. And I'm a single mother of 2 kids at this time. Not working. I was in school, so I had my student loan. You know how you be living on those student loans. Didn't have nobody to tell me, hey girl, what, who's paying for the wedding, or nobody nobody's speaking no wisdom into me. Bought all the wedding dress, bought everything, paid for everything, and it wasn't that much because I'm a reasonable budget. I know how to do that, so everything was like about $3,000, for everything, even including the honeymoon. Your girl know how to budget. Your girl know. But and the honeymoon was during winter, so the prices weren't as high for the suite, and plus I had some kind of deal, and I think I got like 2 nights free, so it wound up coming out to like $800, so it was a really good deal. But so I paid for everything. This man at the time, he was homeless, quote unquote homeless. When I speak this, it sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous because it is. He was homeless. He was staying at this place for veterans. So technically he was homeless. It was for homeless veterans. He didn't have a real job. He had a job first. The job. Okay, so a part of the program requirement for him staying there was for him to have a job. But they didn't pay you they didn't pay you the full price because it's for veterans who kind of have are not, probably at their best. So they didn't pay him full wages. And oh my God. Wow. Just as I think about this, it's crazy. Because all these these aren't red flags. These are fireworks. Crystal, he homeless. Crystal, and he had a car that he had bought. They ran, but he didn't drive it. He would catch the bus, because he didn't have insurance on it, which he could afford. Oh, red flag. Irresponsible. And mind you, this man is 18 years older than I am. He ain't got no kids. No reason why he shouldn't be stable, healthy. No reason why he shouldn't be a healthy, stable person. And I had seen signs of, that he'd have mood swings. And even when he come to church, he'd become looking all depressed and sad. Like, oh, he's so sad. Let's cheer Dwight up. And I wasn't I was not attracted to him at all or anything. But yeah, it's embarrassing. The foolery that you will accept when you don't love yourself. And when you don't even know that you don't love yourself. And when you don't even have boundaries. When you don't have standards. I wrote my whole list. You know, you do all that list. Lord, give me this. I want this. I want this, this, this. But when you don't know who you are. And you don't know that you can trust yourself. You don't know that what you want and what you know you deserve are two different things. If you want something, but you don't think you deserve it, you'll say, okay, I want this, but they don't have this, so I think I'll settle. And, and not even really thinking about it. So I had my whole list of what I wanted, what I knew was reasonable. I'm a reasonable woman. I was in school for my master's at the time. I'm a reasonable woman, taking care of 2 kids, doing my thing, have my own place, handling it. And so, I wasn't attracted to him. He wasn't pursuing me. We would hang out sometimes after just literally just watching movies. Literally, it was like that. I didn't want him. I don't think he wanted me. But then a leader at our church was like, oh, you guys, I gave you permission to start courting each other. And I was like, this was over the phone in front of the whole church. Another red flag. And I'm like, what? Why would you do it? I was really embarrassed. We were both embarrassed. And after that, I kind of started liking him, which was weird. And so just be careful about the people you allow in your life, the people you allow in your circle, the people who overstep your boundaries, the people who make you uncomfortable, whether they call themselves Christian, whatever the label they have. Be careful, because at the end of the day, you have to live with the choices that you make. At the end of the day, you're the one who's going to ultimately have to be responsible for the choices you make. You can't say, oh, well, they told me to. No, you're a grown up. You have to be able to look clearly and logically at a situation. Queens, the foolery that you will accept when you don't have standards, when you don't believe that you're worthy. And that's why I talk so much about self-love and believing you're a queen and queen up, keep your head up, believe that you was all that in a bag of chips. Forget that. Believe you're the whole grocery store. My kid's trying to come out here. Go back in the house. Yeah, tell them kids trying to come out here. But the foolery that you will accept when you don't believe that you're worthy. You may say, oh, I'm worthy. I'm a boss chick. I got like, oh, come on, look at me. I'm a queen. I'm all this. Look at my clothes. But inside you're impoverished. You're impoverished on the outside. You look like a queen on the outside, but inside your soul is impoverished because you don't believe, because you've never been healed from the trauma from your childhood, because you don't believe that you're worthy, because you ain't the size that you want to be, because you don't have the money in the bank account, because you feel like you made too much mistakes. These are all things that we judge ourselves by, and that it reflects on the way that we live our lives. We could have nice cars, we could have a nice job, we could everything, the whole package. But you will have a pauper, a beggar as a boyfriend. You be like, oh, look at my boyfriend. People be like, who? That's your... And they won't say nothing because they don't want to hurt your feelings. But hurt my feelings. Hurt my feelings. I wish somebody... My mom didn't, on my... my husband, soon to be ex-husband, came to my mom to ask him for permission because the church told him to ask permission. And she was like, no, I don't agree with that. But, because I didn't have a good relationship with my mom, I've never really had a good relationship with my mom. Whole nother story. And I didn't really respect her opinion because I never felt like she was the example that I needed her to be. So I really didn't feel like I could trust her, And I know now that she had my best interest at heart. But it was hard to see at the time. So that's another lesson. If people that love you don't have anything to gain from telling you the truth, just hear them out. Maybe no, they didn't live the best life. Maybe no, they're not the greatest example. But if they don't have anything to gain from, telling you this, then consider that they're telling you it to help you, not to hurt you, not to rain on your parade, not to stop, God's will from being done. All these things you can believe when you, not thinking in a logical place. And I stayed in that marriage for 8.5 years. And there's so many details, and I got to sit down and really write it out so I can really tell you everything. But the foolery you will accept when you don't know your worth is astounding. It's astounding. It's mind-boggling. Okay? You will bamboozle yourself, okay, out of what is really meant for you. You will rob yourself out of the good that's really meant for yourself. And you convince yourself that what's not good for you is okay. That what's less and below what you deserve is acceptable. And that it's even God's will when you don't know your worth. Okay? So just love yourself, queen. I don't care. I don't care what you did, okay? I don't care what you done. I don't care where you been. I don't care what lies are going on in your head. Stop beating yourself up. Okay? I'm as a single mother of 7, I could say, girl, you black. Girl, you a statistic. Girl, you this. Go sit down and go cry in a room. Please. You gotta laugh. Please. Too many times have I settled for less than I deserve. Too many times have I let someone tell me that I'm not worth something. You know why? Because they weren't worth something. They didn't feel that they were worth something. So they thought to make themselves feel better that they had to beat me down and make me feel below them so they could feel a little bit better about themselves. But I'm here to tell you, sister and queen, that you are worth something. And if you wasn't worth something, no one would waste their time trying to convince you of that. So if someone's trying to convince you that you're less than something, it's because they know that you're not. And once you know that you're more, that you're going to leave them and be like, bye. So believe that. Stop believing the lies. I don't care if you don't think you're beautiful. I don't care if you don't think you look good. I don't care if you don't have the titles and degrees. I don't care if you have 20 kids. You're worthy and you're loved and you're beautiful and you deserve good things. You deserve, people that love you. You deserve people that honor you. You deserve people that respect you. You deserve people that respect your boundaries and who meet your standards, not who you have to say, oh, let's step over your boundaries and walk all over your standards. You shouldn't have to lower your standards to be in a relationship with anybody. Your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your husband, your boyfriend. If you have to let someone break your boundaries to be in a relationship with them, it's not worth the relationship that you're in. If you have to let someone break your boundaries to be in a relationship with them, they're not worth being in a relationship with. Okay? Okay? It's going to be all right, queen. It's going to be all right. I love y'all. I hope that encouraged you and helped you guys a little bit. That was kind of my little rant, but know who you are. Love yourself. Do something to love on yourself today. It's hard out here sometimes. It's hard. It's hard being a single mom, trying to build a business, trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to take care of my family. The reason why I stayed so long in a relationship is because I didn't believe I could do it by myself. Well, you made a little money, so it's better than nothing. Well, peace is better than money. Because all the famous people in the world can never buy peace. So take that there. Like and share this message so other women can hear it. Like and share this page so other people can, hear this truth. It's time for you to awaken to who you are. Okay, go buy yourself a crown. I got me a cute little $22 crown off of Amazon. And every time I need to remind myself who I am, I can look at that crown. Man, love yourself, queen. Till next time. Love you guys.